Attention all grill masters and backyard barbecue enthusiasts. Lynn's has everything you need to make your 4th of July cookout a success. From sizzling certified Angus beef steaks and mouth-watering burgers to fresh-cut fruit and all the condiments you desire, we have you covered. Browse our weekly ad for celebratory savings like 39-cent per pound seedless watermelon through July 4th and shop online at lynsgrocery.com for extra convenience. Lynn's, where delicious begins.
This is the Washington Times front page for the first day of October, Tuesday, October 1st, 2024. Thanks for joining us. I'm George Gerbo. Vice President Kamala Harris and former President Donald Trump have shifted their attention to focus on the emergency response to Hurricane Helene. Tom Howell, Jeff Murdoch, Seth McLaughlin, and Emma Ayers report the storm, which made landfall in Florida as a Category 4 hurricane, caused heavy devastation further inland in North Carolina, Tennessee, and Georgia. Harris cut short a West Coast campaign swing to return to Washington for a briefing on recovery efforts from the Federal Emergency Management Agency. She said the federal government would provide whatever assistance communities needed in response to the devastation. Trump traveled to Valdosta, Georgia to deliver relief aid and survey the damage with state and local officials. Emergency responders have even resorted to using mule trains to deliver supplies and aid in western North Carolina, where mudslides and raging water have washed away roads. President Biden said he spoke with North Carolina Governor Roy Cooper, Georgia Governor Brian Kemp, and leaders of other areas impacted by Helene. He planned to examine the damage firsthand as soon as possible, but said a visit now would be disruptive. Trump and Harris are in a bidding war to bust the budget, but their proposals mark the least serious campaign conversation on debt and spending in decades. Stephen Dinan reports Trump's proposals include extending and deepening the provisions of the 2017 tax cuts, rescinding a Biden-era green energy tax break, and slapping major new tariffs on imports. Harris has matched Trump's tipped wages tax cut and wants to expand existing breaks, such as the child tax credit and the earned income tax, but would let tax rates rise on households with annual incomes of $400,000 or more. Analysts say the proposal would punch a deeper hole in the budget. Special counsel Jack Smith's latest indictment of Donald Trump relies on his conversations with his vice president Mike Pence and his tweets about efforts to overturn the 2020 election results. Alex Swarry reports legal analysts say the Supreme Court will likely be pulled back into the fray to decide whether those communications are protected by any valid defense, such as presidential immunity or the First Amendment. For now, the court has left it to U.S. District Judge Tanya Chutkan to decide how to classify the communications. In a July ruling, the court split 6-3 on whether a president has immunity from prosecution. And finally, Maryland Republican Representative Andy Harris is now leading the House Freedom Caucus and its efforts to get federal spending and debt under control. Alex Miller reports Harris has been a member of the far-right conservative group since its inception in 2015 and is the first Freedom Caucus chairman to be a House Appropriations Subcommittee chair. The group's members chose Harris on September 17th to replace Bob Good of Virginia as chairman. He'll serve in that post at least through December, when Congress will be thrust into another spending fight heavily influenced by the outcome of the election. Find all of today's front page stories at WashingtonTimes.com/front page or the Washington Times app, and find us wherever you get your podcasts. You can also find us on social media at Wash Times for breaking news, sports, commentary, and more. For the Washington Times, I'm George Gerbo.
Macy's has all of your Grill Master essentials for Father's Day. Stop by to get our hand-trimmed chicken breast and certified Angus beef patties that are ready to grill, so Dad can have his favorite dinner. Make sure to browse our bakery to find the perfect no-work Father's Day treat with our decadent peanut butter bars or famous donuts. Right now, you can get boneless beef ribeye steaks for $12.99 per pound at Macy's. Shop these Father's Day essentials in-store or online at Macys.com through June 18th. Macy's, happy shopping!